Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Hope you're waking up to a fantastic day today. It's very warm and sunny here in Switzerland. We're having a bit of a heat wave actually, super hot, but I love the sun. I love the just the spirit that people get into in the hot weather. You know, they get out into the water and play with their children, their dogs, and it just feels like people are enjoying nature. And even though it's quite warm, I'm going to have my cup of hot tea this morning. I've got a puka tea. It's lemon and ginger with manuka honey. And it says on the package, a welcoming cup of spicy, sweet, organic bliss. So I'm having a moment of organic bliss here with my puka tea. And I've chosen my beautiful Gustav Klimt mug, which I really love. It's sort of a fancy mug. It's got a little spoon that goes with it as well, but isn't it pretty? I really like it. Anyway, hope you've got a cup of tea or coffee, maybe a juice or something icy cold. I just got an email today actually from a woman in New Zealand who reminded me that she was snuggled up having a cup of hot chocolate. And just the sound of that made me feel very, very warm. But I do remember that we've got people all over the world. You know, we've got women in New Zealand, Australia, Asia, and of course UK, France, all over Europe, and then United States, of course, and Canada, and everywhere in between, 150 countries. And I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you all for showing up and enjoying some time together, and for also communicating and having a conversation. I've just noticed more and more these days that people are stopping to take a look at the comments after after our conversations, and they're just getting to know each other and supporting one another, encouraging each other. It's what we're here for. It's really what I had in mind when I started 60 and Me. So I'm very, very happy that you're all here. So let's talk today about something that is on the minds of lots of people as they get a little older, and our hormones and things just start to just take over a little bit. And that is just how to maintain a healthy weight. Now, I'm not going to talk so much about weight loss, but how to just maintain a healthy weight, one that's you're not going to produce any challenges for your health, and also is going to keep you, able to move, agile, and strong. This is something that I'm really working on. I've got my weights out now, and I put them in a place where I'm going to trip over them every day. So I'll just at least, sit there for 10 minutes and just do some weightlifting and some strength-bearing exercise. But anyway, we have a great blogger, Peg Doyle, who writes to us about secrets of older women who manage to maintain a healthy weight. Now, she's speaking, of course, from her own experience, but they're not really secrets, because if you actually, use your common sense and logic, there are things that we all know. I mean, we're 60-something years old. If we haven't learned by now, then we haven't been paying attention, perhaps. But, they're just good things to remind ourselves about, and just use as kind of a guideline for healthy living, healthy aging, which is what really it's all about. So first thing is, don't diet. Just don't do it. People are making a fortune from diet books and websites with diet instructions and formulas and recipes, and honestly, don't diet. Just try to establish a lifestyle that works for you. Don't be restrictive, because you know what happens when you tell yourself that you can't have it. You immediately cannot think of anything else. You're obsessed with having that thing, whether it's a job or a person or an item of something. Food's the same. Tell yourself, I'm not going to eat any chocolate, and you'll be thinking of nothing but chocolate. So don't restrict yourself, and so don't diet, but just start to establish some really healthy habits. And that's the next thing. Sneaking food is going to make you feel guilty and make you feel bad about yourself, and we don't need that. That's not what you want. So the first thing is to eat regular meals. Eat regularly. Keep your blood sugar and your body stabilized so it doesn't have these swings up and down. Try to get into eating a regular regime. Some people, and actually I'm in this group, do tend to eat the same thing every day. I have a little bit of variation, but I do actually eat more or less the same kinds of foods every day. Now, Peg, she says that she gets up in the morning and she has a bowl of oatmeal, 2 eggs, sauteed vegetables, and she has that for breakfast most mornings, some yogurt, and she just eats all that food. But it's because she's active. And I think that's the balance. If you know you're going to be sitting down at the desk all day, then maybe just have a bowl of oatmeal or a scrambled egg. This morning I had a scrambled egg and a tiny bit of toast, and I think, no, that was it. That's all I had. I didn't even have any yogurt this morning. I normally do, but just a scrambled egg and some toast and a cup of coffee, because I do have coffee sometimes rather than tea. And I'll probably now have a mid-morning snack of some fruit or some yogurt. But you know, I'm just like you. I mean, I'm struggling too. I sit and work my computer all day, and it's really challenging. I just want to nibble. So I have red peppers and celery standing by. Somehow that doesn't do it, but anyway, you know, we just get into regular habits for eating. Next thing that Peg suggests is to hang out with like-minded people. You know, just try to hang out with people who are at least have the same eating habits or eating values as you. I mean, if you go out with someone to have a cup of coffee and always the first thing they buy is like a huge piece of cake or something to go with the coffee, it's really hard. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't have those friends. I mean, love them and enjoy their beautiful love of food, I guess. But just try, when you're trying to get into some habits, to eat foods that, to hang out with like-minded people who have a similar outlook on exercise and eating and discipline with food. And, you know, just try to sort that out. Another thing is to value your health. Now, if you keep reminding yourself why it is that you're maintaining a healthy weight, you know, perhaps if you think about it in terms of the fact you're going to have better knees, you may not need that hip replacement, you know, you're putting less weight on the important joints of your body. Last week, I had a really strange ankle pain. I don't know what caused it. I think it's just something about maybe the way I twist my leg when I'm sitting at my desk sometimes. And I just had really challenging time walking. And it really made me realize how much we depend on our feet and our knees. So if you can keep that in perspective, you know, don't like starve yourself or make you feel like you have to, you know, not eat fun food. But if you remember that the outcome of that is going to be healthier body, you know, less weight on your joints and just a better clarity of mind, then it's probably a different way of looking at it. You know, put quality food on your plate and just an occasional treat. I think that's the way to look at it. Another thing that we don't need reminding about, and I fortunately love vegetables. So when I go shopping, I'll often buy, you know, a couple of pieces of salmon, and then I'll go and buy lots and lots of vegetables, whatever's fresh, whatever in the market, and then just whatever I eat with that. I don't usually have rice or anything like that's starchy, but sometimes I do. But it's mostly to know that vegetables are going to give you so much goodness. They are just amazing little creatures, these plants that are just, you know, full of antioxidants and minerals and vitamins. And do like 2 or 3 servings a day. And that includes that snack of red pepper or celery. These things don't seem very, you know, healthy but they are. They're really jammed packed with wonderful nutrients. So make vegetables a priority in your life, and you know, like 2/3 of your plate should be vegetables, and then 1/3 should be protein or some kind of meat or fish. That's just me. I'm just giving you my thoughts on it. I'm not saying you should follow this example. It's just what other people have told me, and Peg tells us. Another thing is to cook your own food. Now, this, of course, in the summer months is a little challenging. So I eat a few salads, and I do prepare things and eat them cold. Like I made salmon last night. I had some left over, so I just will eat it cold today. But I think the point here is cook your own food and get control of what you put in it. If you go to a restaurant, it's pretty likely they're going to add more salt or hidden sugar than you need or that you even want, but you just don't know what's in there. But if you're actually cooking at home, it's the only place that you're going to be completely in charge. Now, I'm not the best cook in the world for sure, so I know lots of you have got fun recipes. And by the way, share them. If you've got something that you eat that's really nutritious and fun and easy to cook and, you know, other people might like, go ahead and share it with us. It'd be really fun to know what you're cooking. But cooking at home is one thing that Peg says is, you know, going to help you. It's just going to help you stay focused. And actually, I really like cooking now. I mean, I've gotten into taking it as a luxurious, sumptuous experience rather than just something to, stuff in my face to eat. I light a candle. I have a glass of wine. I put some mineral water in it sometimes, and I just sit down and I'm just so grateful for, well, being alive for one thing on the planet, but also having food to eat that's good and nutritious. And I think that for me is what helps me to stay or keep healthy, at least, and with a focus on healthy weight. And also, I just did something the other day which was really kind of kooky, and I'm actually going to write an article about this, about how a dress saved my life. Because I saw a dress on sale, and I don't know why I'm sharing this with you, because it's not relevant to healthy weight. Well, I suppose it is. And anyway, this dress was beautiful. I'll show it to you sometime. But it was a fabric that was gorgeous. The print was amazing. It had a beautiful shape. I tried it on. It was a large, but I tried it on, and it was kind of an Italian large. So it wasn't really fitting me properly. But all it needs is a little bit of exercise and a little bit of work and watching my weight, and I'll be able to fit that dress. I know I will. It's my plan. And I'll share it with you when I finally get to the point where I can zip it up and breathe. But sometimes that's a little trick you play with yourself is just, choose look at the new you, the person the healthy weight person, and what you'd like to wear, what you'd like to be doing, what sports, what activities, dancing or whatever, and just have fun with it. Healthy weight is something that you have control over. So that's it for today. Now, I guess I'd like to ask you the question, have you maintained a healthy weight up into your 60s? How have you done it? What's your secret? So thanks to Peg for this article. I really appreciate the ideas, and I hope that you found it of value. Go out and have a wonderful day today. Do something that's good for you, that gives you a chance to eat great food, but in the right quantities and in the right way. And share with us, have you managed to stay a healthy weight up in your 60s? Really appreciate knowing. I'll join the conversation too, and we can have fun together just sharing our notes. And I do hope you have a fantastic day, everybody. And thank you again for being here. It means a lot to me. Tell a friend. Tell 2 friends. Tell them about 60 and Me. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye for now.